As someone who went from working in a coffee shop for minimum wage like this to now earning over $100 million with my own business, I get asked a lot about the secrets to financial success. And here's literally the only 2 things that you need to know to create financial success yourself.
Joining us is my man, Keala Kanae.
Obvious that he's an expert at what he does.
Rule number 1 to creating financial success is save and invest. Nobody gets to skip that step no matter how wealthy they are. I personally take home millions of dollars per year in profits. That's money in my pockets. And I still have a whole team that is dedicated to managing my wealth and investments to build long-term passive income. Even when you hear about the super rich, people like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, technically they are invested. They are invested in shares of their companies, and they borrow against those shares to liquidate their wealth and utilize that as cash that they can go out and deploy into other assets. I recently read 2 stories of 2 different people that are a perfect example of this. I read about an African-American woman who never made more than $2.50 an hour, and when she passed away, she left over $10 million to charity. I read about another gentleman who had never earned more than $4 an hour his entire working life, and not too long before he passed away, he left several million dollars to friends, family, and as well charity. So saving and investing, earning more than you spend, saving the rest and investing it, is a keystone of long-term financial success. There's no way around it. The second step to long-term financial freedom is to invest in learning new skills. If you want to earn more, you got to learn more. Bottom line. And that's because we all get paid in direct proportion to the skills that we deliver to the marketplace every day. People ask me all the time, how did I go from working in a coffee shop to earning over $100 million? Well, the secret is I learned a bunch of skills that are very valuable to the marketplace. I know how to sell. I know how to persuade. I know influence. I know advertising, how to build sales funnels, how to create products, how to hire and manage and train a team, how to fire appropriately, how to run operations in a business, how to read a balance sheet. I've learned tons of skills that have all been compiled over time to build the wealth that I have today. That's not by accident. That's not by luck. That's by me investing in myself. That was taking courses, going to seminars, hiring coaches, hiring mentors, all of which I still do today to continue to level up in my skill set. Now, bonus points here if you don't learn just a high value skill, but also learn a highly leveraged skill. What do I mean by that? Well, a high value skill is something like a heart surgeon. Would you agree that those skills, being able to, save somebody's life, is a highly valuable skill? Yeah. But why do I make more than a heart surgeon then? Well, because at the end of the day, that heart surgeon can really only service one person at a time. They can't be doing surgery on multiple people. At least I hope not, okay? I'm not going to that guy. For me, I have a skill of teaching people how it is that I've built a business online. Then I take that content, that course, and I put it into an online course, and I sell hundreds of copies a day of that course without me having to do any extra work. So my skill might not necessarily be as valuable. It's not necessarily directly saving lives, although some people might say that it has saved theirs. It is highly leveraged though, because I can deliver it to hundreds of people or thousands of people or hundreds of thousands of people at a time and not have to lift a finger in order to do so. That's the difference between highly skilled and highly leveraged skills. So listen, the unfortunate challenge about sharing this information with you in this video is summed up perfectly in a quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes, wherein he generally said, "I would not give a fig for simplicity this side of complexity, but I would give my life for simplicity on that side of complexity." What does he mean? Well, here's a perfect example is E equals MC squared by Albert Einstein. Easily one of the most simple equations in all of physics. And while any of us could read about it and understand what it means word for word, there are very few people on earth who understand how profound that discovery is because they've gone through the complexity of learning all about physics. So why do I say that? These 2 simple rules that I'm sharing with you in this video are the rules of building financial freedom. The challenge is that people like to make things more complex than they have to be, and so they just don't necessarily follow these 2 rules. Everybody knows that the way to build long-term wealth is to save more money than you're spending and invest it. That's long been taught for hundreds of years. The challenge is that most people just don't do it. And I hope that you're hearing this and you make the decision to save yourself from having to go through all of the complexities scarcity just to land back at the profound truth that all wealth is going to be built based on the skills that you deliver to the marketplace and your ability to save and invest money for long-term wealth. That said, I hope you got value out of this video, my friend. And if you're somebody who is absolutely committed to success, both personally and professionally, then make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell notification so you get notified every week when I drop more content like this. And in case you never met before, my name's Keala Kanae. I'm an entrepreneur that went from working in a coffee shop like this to now earning over $100 million with my own business. And the reason I say that is so that you know that everything I share on my channel comes through the real world applied knowledge of things that I've learned and executed that have created those results. And I share them here in hopes that they help you create similar results as well. So subscribe, hit that little bell button, and I'll see you in this next video.